All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about productivity today, but probably not in the way you're used to. Instead, we're going to look at something I like to call the architecture of discipline, that hidden framework that can either totally drain you or, believe it or not, give you back your energy. I mean, have you ever felt this? You're staring at your to-do list, and even the simplest things, like, I don't know, answering one email, or just getting up to go for a walk, it feels like you're trying to lift a mountain. It's just heavy, so overwhelming. And this idea right here, it really gets to the absolute heart of the problem. So many of us spend our lives waiting to feel motivated or hunting for that burst of inspiration. But what if the problem we're trying to solve isn't really the problem at all? Which brings us to what I call the waiting game. You know this game, right? It's that feeling of being on standby, constantly waiting for the right mood, the perfect mindset, for all the stars to align so you can finally get started on what you need to do. Yeah, we fall into this trap where we convince ourselves that some magical moment is going to fix everything. We think, oh, if I just wake up feeling good tomorrow, or if I can just have one clear thought, then bam, everything will get done. But that moment, it almost never shows up on command, and we just get stuck in the same old cycle.
So, okay, if it's not a lack of motivation, then what's really going on? Well, the real thief, the thing that's quietly stealing all your energy, it's indecision. It's that constant low-level hum of unstructured choices that just leaves you exhausted before you've even opened your laptop.
Let's just be blunt about it. When you feel this way, your brain is just completely and utterly exhausted.
But here's the twist, and this is so important. It's not exhausted from doing the work. You haven't even really started the hard part yet.
No, it's exhausted from the mental gymnastics of just thinking about the work, the planning, the debating, that back and forth negotiation you have with yourself. That is the real energy vampire right there. And there's actually a name for this. It's called decision fatigue. It's that specific kind of mental exhaustion you get from making way too many small, unstructured choices. See, when your day has no shape, every single moment demands a new decision. And each one of those little decisions is like a tiny withdrawal from your mental bank account until there's just nothing left for the tasks that actually matter. This is what that sounds like in your head, right? It's a constant loop. When should I do this? How long should I do it for? Wait, is this even the right thing to be doing right now? And every single one of those questions drains your battery until you land on that last, most painful one, where you start blaming your own character instead of your system. And this brings us to a huge mindset shift, a total reframing of a word we all think we know. Discipline, it turns out, isn't about having some kind of superhuman willpower. It's actually about designing a smarter system for your day, a system that's built specifically to remove unnecessary choices. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got that chaotic, heavy, exhausting day we've been talking about, where everything is a negotiation. But on the right, you have a structured day. Now, this isn't about being a robot, not at all. It's actually about being free. When you make the big choices ahead of time, you free up all that mental energy for the stuff that truly matters. Think about that for a second. The people who seem so disciplined, they don't have some secret stash of motivation. They've just automated the small stuff. They've built a structure that protects their energy because they've drastically cut down on the number of decisions they have to make every single day. Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do we actually build this system? Well, the good news is you don't need some massive, complicated life overhaul. It starts with a really simple, practical fix. 4 non-negotiable rules. That's it, just 4. These are the 4 pillars that are going to give your day the structure it desperately needs. A structure that supports you, so you don't have to waste all your energy trying to support it. So here they are, your daily architecture. Super simple. Step 1. A consistent wake-up time, every single day. Why? Because it kills that very first negotiation. Should I hit the snooze button? Nope, choice is gone. Second, one main daily task. Just one thing you promise to touch every day. That gets rid of the whole, what should I even work on debate. Third, some kind of basic movement. We're not talking about running a marathon here. A simple walk, a few stretches, anything to tell your body, hey, the day has started. And last, but this one is absolutely crucial, a hard cutoff time. The day ends here, no more. This stops work from bleeding into your personal time and ends that awful cycle of guilt. And here's the deal. Just commit to this for 2 weeks. That's it. Don't try to redesign your entire life overnight. Just lock in these 4 pillars. The goal here isn't intensity, it's consistency. And what happens when you do this? Well, you start to give your day a shape. a real, solid shape. And when that happens, something pretty amazing starts to happen. Motivation. The very thing you stopped chasing, it just starts to come back all on its own. The very first thing you'll notice is that the mental chatter just gets quieter. Your brain isn't stuck in that constant negotiation anymore because the big questions for the day have already been answered. It can finally just relax. You see, for so long, we've treated motivation like something we have to hunt down and capture every morning. But with this new architecture, you realize it comes back naturally. It's not the cause of your action, it's the result of your action. It's just a natural byproduct of a well-structured day. And really, this is the whole point. Motivation returns because you've given your life a container, a shape, a rhythm. Your brain knows what to expect. And that feeling of safety and predictability, that's what creates the space for your best energy to flourish. So that leaves us with just one final powerful question. You've got the blueprint now. The only thing left to do is decide, what shape are you going to give your day tomorrow?